Before you go ahead and purchase that Mazda 2, I would like you guys to check out this Mazda Demio. Now, personally, I think Mazda Demios are also some very good cars, and since the emergence of the Mazda 2, which are coming in thick and fast, people have moved away from the Mazda Demio, and I'm seeing almost everyone asking for Mazda 2s. Now, Mazda 2s, of course, from 2020, they'll be taking over from the Mazda Demio. But we must not forget about the Mazda Demio, which has ruled the Kenyan hatchback market for quite some time. And it would be very, very good and honest for us to say that Mazda 2 or Mazda Demio has been a very good hatchback. If you try to compare the Mazda Demio with the likes of the Nissan Note e-Power, yeah, of course, most of you would go for the Mazda Demio, but also for the Nissan Note e-Power, it has its own challenges. It has a number of people who would prefer these over the Mazda Demio, and I would say that is because of the e-Power, which gives you some excellent fuel economy. And also in the general overview of the car, the Nissan Note gives you better space. But if you want a car that handles pretty well, a car that gives you value for money, and a car that has the presence on the road, and a car that is actually very, very fast on the highway, it gives you some smooth driving, it has a very smooth transmission system, then Mazda Demio or Mazda 2 is what you guys should be looking at as of now. Now, my biggest point is, apart from the Mazda 2, we should not forget about a Mazda Demio. In my previous video, I showed you a fully loaded Mazda 2, and in this video today, I want to show you one of the most complete Mazda Demios in the market. And the point is, if you're going to buy a fully loaded Mazda Demio, you're going to save yourself up to 200,000 Kenyan shillings by buying this instead of a fully loaded Mazda 2, which is also still a very good car. I won't say anything bad about it because it's still the same thing, but of course this is the older version of the Mazda 2. We have this beautiful car here. This one is maroon in color. It comes with the original Mazda alloys, full LED headlights over there. It has 360-degree cameras. It has the new emblem over there, which actually looks amazing. On the side, the car looks quite good. I think I like the design that you get here for a Mazda Demio. I think it's just an excellent vehicle. Overall, the car performs very well. In the front side, you are going to enjoy the ride that you get out of this. And in terms of the performance, you get a 1.3 liter petrol, you have a 1.5 liter petrol, and also you get a 1.5 liter turbocharged diesel, which gives you some amazing crazy torque for a car like this. So if you're going to if you're in the market right now for a Mazda 2 or a Mazda Demio, we have this car here that we're giving it out at 1.65 million shillings, and of course the price is very much negotiable. You can buy on cash at 1.6 million shillings. Now, for a Mazda 2 with the same specs, full leather interior, everything included in it, you'll be paying up to 1.7 million shillings for that car. And if it is the top of the trim, like the Arctic Silver that I showed you yesterday, for that they were asking for 1.75 million shillings. So honestly, if you're going for this, I think you'll pay, you'll get some very good money to save. And in extreme cases, you can buy this at even 1.55 million shillings. So I'm not just pricing this Mazda Demio. It's actually factual that this is a very good option to the Mazda 2. Look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. The Mazda 2 comes with Alcantara. This one comes with full leather on the armrest, beautiful stitches, power door controls over here, controls for your side mirrors, door bins over here, and of course you have premium audio quality, especially for a fully loaded Mazda Demio. It comes with better infotainment system. The cockpit looks good. Of course, from the steering wheel, this is what you get. And of course, also in terms of the seats, you get the best quality seats out of any hatchback that is in the market as of now. On the rear side, you also get the same quality. Of course, the car is maroon, and you get this dark brown finishing, at least to match the exterior with the interior of the car. On the rear side, this is what you get. And by the way, this is just an overview. I'll get back into the interior and talk about the features that you get inside there. Now, apart from this Mazda Demio maroon color, we have this Mazda Demio 1500cc all-wheel drive, of which this is already sold. I know for those of you who live somewhere that needs cars with all-wheel drive, this would be the priority. This grey in color, it's actually still very much okay. It comes with the premium wheels also, and the interior is good. Even though it doesn't come with leather, it has the premium fabric from Mazda Demio, which personally I usually think it feels so good. When you look at the headlights and the front section of the car, you'll notice there's a bit of difference, but in terms of the main headlights, you get exactly what you get in the fully loaded Mazda Demio. But down here, this is where there is a difference. These are aftermarket fog lights, while that has the original fog lights. Look at how that is small LED headlights, while this one uses larger halogen, and most of the time these are aftermarket. Both cars have front-facing sensors. This one has headlamp washers, while that one do not have headlamp washers, simply because this is an all-wheel drive. If you check all the all-wheel drive Mazdas, you'll notice they'll always come with headlamp washers. Mazda CX-5, Mazda CX-3, just go check. All-wheel drive Mazdas usually come with headlamp washers. Where there is some difference is on the front grille. Right there, look at the emblem. The emblem looks different, while the emblem on that looks a bit different from what you're getting here. That one feels a bit more modern, and it's somehow it has some gel finish inside it, while this one has the steel finish or this plastic finish on it, while this one here has this design. Look at this, it has some glossy finishing in it. It feels like it's something with 3D finishing instead of the regular one. So on the front side, the emblem is what is the biggest difference, and the fog lights down there. In terms of the wheels, you also get some premium wheels. These are very good wheels, but these ones are machine cut, so these ones tend to look better than this, but those are just some simple figures. For the two cars, I would take any, but when it comes to the Mazda 2, you'll notice that most of the time Mazda 2 will come with steel wheels with wheel cups, and that's why you'll find most of the time people are putting aftermarket alloy wheels. So this one is sold. This one is available. This is just a basic Mazda 2. You can get a basic Mazda 2 at 1.6 million shillings for a price of a fully loaded Mazda Demio. So yes, that is what you'll get. It's up to you to decide whether you want a fully loaded Mazda Demio or you want a basic Mazda 2. For a fully loaded Mazda 2, 1.75 million shillings. Now before we talk about the suspensions, the engine and everything, I would like to show you the interior of the car, because I know most of you would want to see the interior of the vehicle before even they talk about what engine is there, whether it's 1300cc, whether it's 1500cc, because I've seen people who go for quality more than what the car offers in terms of the engine size and in terms of the performance. I've seen more people who want leather seats and not knowing the car is 1500cc, but yet they wanted 1500cc because of better fuel economy. So in this case, I'll start with how the interior looks like, and we are going to start with the front side. Keyless entry as soon as you have your key, and in this case we have the key fob. This is a key fob to the Mazdas. Almost all Mazdas have this type of key fob, 2019 downwards, but once you get to 2020 kwenda mbele, the key fob changes the design to something a bit more stylish and premium. So you have your very good, well done door, a bit of this rubber here and there, or door seals to protect water from entering the interior. Plastic, which is a standard feature in most of the cars. I love this leather. This leather feels premium. This is what you will never get in a Nissan Note. Yeah, beautiful stitches, good armrest, not the softest, but since it has this leather finish, no problem about it. Chrome plated door handles, power door controls over here, storage space, door bins, so you can fit a water bottle over there and maybe a few other stuff. Larger speaker, which actually sounds pretty good. If you've noticed, for Mazda Demio, you'll not feel the urge to change the infotainment system to get something better, because already for Mazda and generally all Mazdas have better infotainment systems, and once you get something with Bose audio, hapo utakuwa umefika. I've seen people who always say ukinunua gari lazima debe, either ikuwe ni aftermarket ama imekuja nayo sawa, but for me, if you would prefer a car with the debe, go for it. Ikiwa in stock, the stock ones are nicely tuned, it gives you surround audio quality and all that. Now for this Demio, this is the quality that you get. Some very good quality seats. Look at this. It actually feels pretty good, and you get two-tone color. You have this dark brown and black on the inside, and down here on the center you get Alcantara. This simply because the seats are heated, and with Alcantara finish the seats are easy to ventilate rather than when having this leather finish on it. So despite the seat being all this beautiful, you get manual adjustments. This is where Demio imetupa hesabu kidogo. For Mazda 2, the fully loaded ones comes with electric seats with 2 memory seat settings. Now let me just sit inside here. For Mazda 2, Mazda Demio, if you're the driver or if you're the co-driver, you will enjoy this car so much because it has a lot to offer. On the rear side, iko na mambo yake. We'll talk about it once we get there. If you're still watching this video, make sure you subscribe, like and share so that at least each and every time we post cars like this, you get to see the videos as soon as possible. So make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, like, and there's a, what do you call it? There's something that we'll put there on the top right. That is, you scan the QR code. Yes, then you can buy Wadeki Auto Trading soda hapa na pale, of course, to appreciate what we go through here. And it's just something small, musifikirie sana, sawa. And hapa mali pa kuweka number, you put your own number. If you put my number there, it will prompt me instead of prompting you. Yeah, a number of guys were trying to buy me soda yesterday, but the prompt was coming all the way to me instead of going back to them. So I'll appreciate in advance. And of course, let us continue. Being a fully loaded Mazda Demio, it comes with leather steering wheel, very nice done or well done stitches over there, SRS airbags on the steering wheel. Of course, you have this cylindrical finish, and of course it has the Mazda emblem. If you love driving on the highway, upende kujisumbua sana, you just want your car to be aware of what is happening on the road, this car comes with adaptive cruise control. So you just set it accordingly, and of course it will adjust itself in real time to the road conditions. Maybe at times you might need to intervene kidogo, of course for safety, but most of the time once you've engaged the adaptive cruise control, the car will do most of that for you. Accelerating, reducing the speed, lane keeping assist, hizo zote the car will do it for you as you stay there, but you should not fall asleep while driving the vehicle. One thing again that is missing on this that is available in the Mazda 2 is the paddle shifters. I've seen fully loaded Mazda Demios diesel with paddle shifters. For the petrol one, hawajakupatia paddle shifters, and I don't know why. And that is somewhere mahali Mazda need to sit down and decide if they're going to give you features, let it cut across all the cars, kwa sababu ukiangalia petrol na diesel, kuna vitu zimewekwa kwa diesel yenye wamekunyima kwa petrol. I don't know why. I don't know if they're biased or something, or they're trying to push the clients towards buying diesel Mazdas, especially for Mazda CX-5 and Mazda CX-8 diesel. Those cars are loaded with so many features. That's why at times you find people buying the diesels even though they don't need it, just because of the quality that they get in the car, especially for Bose audio system. Once you own a Mazda with Bose audio system, you'll never want to go back to the regular infotainment. On this side, you get several controls for the car. You get your idling stop over there, lane departure assist, traction control. You can activate your sensors using this button, and if you want to get a 360-degree view of the car, this is your button. Here on top you have this rotary air vent, which with several colors on it. Piano black on the outside, you have this copper finish on the inside, and of course you have your black design over there. This is actually good. Mazda is playing around with the colors at least to make the car more lively. Now as you sit inside here, you'll notice that the steering wheel is manually adjustable. You have this lever, you just pull it down, and of course you can push the steering wheel whether you want it to sit down there or you want it on top there, and then of course you just push back your lever to lock it in place. Heads up display in a Mazda, yani mambo ya kawaida, you'll always get them in fully loaded Mazdas. If you go for a basic Mazda 2, you might not be able to get it, and also for the basic Mazda Demio, you might not be able to get heads up display. Now the clusters on this are still analog. I think from 2020 onwards for the Mazda 2, ama 2021, that's when you'll start getting digital. But for Mazda CX-5, all the way from 2020, you'll get digital clusters. The mileage on this is quite good, 75,000 kilometers. Everything else is on over there, of course. I know some of you in your mambo ya gari, they'll say the check engine light go on, sijui nini. The car is just on standby mode. Your RPM meter, your speed will show up there. Also, it will show up on the heads-up display, of which when the car is on, this part will lift itself up. And of course, also, it will show you the fuel economy, how far we will go with the remaining fuel in the fuel tank. Sawa. We said this has premium audio, and of course you can tell from the extra speakers that you get there, speakers over there, and also on the rear side you get several other speakers. In the larger cars you get a subwoofer there, at least to increase on the sound quality. Now here you have your infotainment system. In terms of the operation of it, how it behaves and how it works, if you compare it to all the other small cars, Toyota Vitz, Nissan Note, Suzuki Swift, Honda Fit, nothing comes closer to a Mazda. The Mazda one is straightforward. It's easy to change the language, it's easy to navigate through, and all I can say is that it is a car that is very, very straightforward in terms of navigating through the infotainment system. Nothing beats Mazda on this, unless you go for the latest cars, easy modern cars that 2020, 2021. At least now they've incorporated a lot of things, but for Mazda all the way from 2016, their infotainment system is good. Additional air vents, your hazard button, air vents also on the dash. I love this brown synthetic leather finish, beautiful stitches of course. On the lower side you have seat warmers, and for the top trim in a Mazda 2 you get heated steering wheel, and the button is usually located there. Ukisonga chini kidogo, climate controls or controls for your AC, 3 rotary buttons. This is to control the temperatures, this is for the fan speed, and this is for the locations that you want the air to blow out from. Unaweza weka hapa, unaweza weka zitoke pale, ama you can put zitoke hapo na juu, zitoke huku, whichever you want, of course basing on whichever part that you select here. Okay, yeah, so yes, you can put it on auto and the car will adjust itself. Of course it has sensors in the cabin, and of course it will adjust the temperatures accordingly. But for this, yeah, hii nayo, in terms of temperatures you'll have to do it yourself. But if you put it on auto, yeah, the car will do it for you. Down here you get some things that I think they are very necessary and some things which are not very necessary. For example, DVD slot. As of now, kwa hii dunia sahi, I don't see myself using this. SD card slot pia, unless kama bado umesave your music in the memory card or you have some information inside there, maybe you can use it, but for now it's not very, very necessary. Auxiliary output also, now that we have Bluetooth, it's not very necessary. The USBs are something that you should have. People are fighting to have these in their vehicles to charge the accessories and to connect their cars via Android Auto. You'll need those USB ports. 12-volt output, iko sawa. In case this is not enough for you, you just have to plug in another accessory here for you to charge several accessories, power bank, and other phones and all that. You have this additional feature here. These are soft synthetic leather for your knees. In case when mtu mrefu, when you need to rest your knees somewhere, this will come in handy. Down here you get your gear shifter for your 6-speed automatic transmission, of which for this Mazda it has manual mode. Yeah, so you can drive this car in manual mode, and it would have been even better if Mazda gave you paddle shifters. Ingekuwa kitu ingine crazy sana. Because these are petrol, you have your dedicated sports button down here. Yes, you can put this in sport to get a bit more of a throttle response, fast acceleration, but also in terms of fuel, kata kukunya kidogo. Yes, but if you have some pesa mzuri, you don't have to worry about that. Controls for the infotainment system, manual handbrake, which is a special feature for me, and this one comes with an aftermarket armrest, which has some small storage space here. Maybe you can put njugu there or something. If you're going to see someone, hiyo njugu itakuwa yes, let me chaniachia hapo. 2 cup holders for you, for coffee and all that, early morning traffic. Ukiwa hapo unataka kunywa chai, late in the evening when it's hot and you need some coffee or tea, this will come in handy. On the other side, glove compartment, which is large enough. I think this is the largest of almost all the other cars. And in the general outlook of a Mazda, I think this is amazing. The front passenger seat is also good, leather finish, heated seats, manually adjustable. On the top side you get the standard analog rear view mirror, which is pretty good. And you notice ukieka, once you pull this lever, some stuff changes. I don't know if that is the camera or what. It feels like it's digital, so once you turn to that, it uses the camera to record the rear side, but once you leave it like that, you get a clear view of the rear side. Lighting for the interior, sun visors, anchor points for you to hold yourself onto. You have safety belts over here, of which you can push it up or you can leave it there in case you feel it's too tight. You can use that to adjust it. And now guys, let me show you the rear side of the vehicle. Now this is where the co-passengers will always sit. Yes, if this is a solo car, most of the time it's your shoes, your clothes, some fruits and groceries will always enjoy the space here on the rear side. Good leather quality. I love the quality on the leather. The Alcantara is very well done. No drop down armrest on this, which is still okay. It's a Kadudu, and most of the time this is a car for solo use. So hapa nyuma, I'll not see anyone complaining about this. If you are my size, the rear side is very comfortable. You get some amazing space. On this other side also, with the front passenger seat pushed all the way to the back, you still get some decent space, of which to me it feels good. Hapa nyuma you don't get your air vents. You have your aftermarket USB port to charge your accessory. So whoever sits here on the rear side, the first person to plug in pale will be the one to use it, which is for a car like this, I don't see anyone complaining. Ama kila mtu anunua gari yake sasa. The front side looks good, which is amazing. Now I'll finish up with the boot space that you get on this. 280 liters of boot space, which is amazing. 280 liters. Look at this. Look at how this is some good storage space. Okay, we're talking about the boot space, 280 liters, which is good for me. I think this is very much amazing. You get all your accessories over there, which is good. A car should have all that. And I don't think if you're using a Demio, you'll need a car with some crazy space in it. I think all this space is enough for a car like this. In terms of the wheels, we've talked about it. Let us now talk about the engine. This car comes with a 1.5 liter petrol Sky Active G petrol engine, which gives you a combined power output of 110 horsepower, 140 newton meters of torque. All that power is sent to the front wheels, and in the case of this, the power is sent to all the four wheels via the intelligent AWD system. So for this, the power is sent to the front wheels via the 6-speed smooth automatic transmission system, which is very robust, very straightforward. I've not heard a lot about the transmission in a Mazda. Yes, from the other car companies mmesikia mambo ya CVT. This one, Mazda may avoid CVT by all means. They tried CVT, and of course the engineers wakasema CVT kuna mambo mingi, and because Mazda is a meticulous car manufacturer, wakasema will not try CVT. We'll stick with automatic and manual transmission. Sawa. So if you want a car that is very well done in terms of the transmission, always go for a Mazda. Sawa. That's not the it should be like that way. Chukua ile gari unataka as long as it matches the specs. But when it comes to transmission, automatic is much better than that. Kila mtu atakwambia, and the manual one is even better than the automatic. So depending on what you need, you can always go for that. So we've said the power output 110 horsepower, 140 newton meters of torque, which is amazing. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 10 seconds. Fuel economy, because these are 1500 cc, if you're hard on the accelerator, you might get 15 kilometers per liter, but on a good conservative day, you'll get up to 19 kilometers per liter. So that is perfect for a Mazda Demio. If you're going to buy the Mazda Demio 1300cc, you'll get even better fuel economy, up to 22 kilometers per liter, and in extreme cases 25 kilometers per liter. Yeah, so for personal prestige, you can always go for a Mazda 2. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Wadeke Auto Trading. This is the best car plug in Mombasa. We'll show you the car that you need. We'll even do a video for you guys. We'll send you photos, details, specs of the vehicle, whatever you need. If you want a car on hire purchase with no interest, you also have to hit me up at Wadeke Auto Trading. I know where those kind of deals do happen. Sawa. And for those of you who say car dealers in Mombasa wanaongeza bei ya gari, I want to tell you for a fact that that is the biggest lie I've ever had. What dealers do is they even try as much as possible to get a car with the cheapest price but with the best quality. So you can always visit us at Wadeki Auto Trading. My number is always on the title of the video, or you can use the number 0711 431 667. If you don't like the Mazda Demio, there are so many other cars. Mazda 2, Mazda Demio right there, Daihatsu Move, you have Toyota Rumi, you have the Nissan Note. If you want the e-power, the non-e-power, it's available. Lexus NX 300 F-Sport inapatikana hapa. Mazda CX-3, Mitsubishi Outlander, you have Toyota Passo, Toyota Corolla Axio, and so many other cars. Look at this. All these cars are awaiting for you guys. And if you need these cars on hire purchase, you just call me. I'll give you the perfect deal for your car. And for the lowest deposit for cars like Daihatsu Mira and Daihatsu Move, you can let 370k, and then you pay the tracker and insurance separately. You'll be able to walk away with one of these cars. So if you're new here, make sure you like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and see you in my next video.